Your shit matters. No. The fact that Little Pat just got muted and blocked when he's of all the mutuals of mine that I have, he's unproblematic and he holds space and speaks on very important issues by educating. So that's my cue to exit.
Go ahead.
Before you go, though, Keith, I do want to make before you go, Keith, I do want to make a point, and we all have experienced this because I've been in everybody's lives that this has happened to, where people get muted, blocked, and don't nobody know what happened. People be yelling, "TikTok blocks, TikTok block." You write in all caps, TikTok will block. TikTok will block you if you repeat statements. So let's be careful. Be careful what we put out there because we might be wrong. To just make a blanket statement.
The gaslighting.
We can't be saying people
pause the fucking live. Pause it.
No.
The TikTok don't just block like that. Stop the cap. TikTok don't just block like that. I'm so tired of people using this excuse. Y'all know damn well who fucking
blocked her. That's two separate actions. To mute somebody and block somebody is two separate actions. And they know the fuck they did that because they're blocking everybody. There's people on this live that all they did was try to go into that live and got blocked seconds later. TikTok didn't do that shit. Ray did that shit.
They want to sit here and lie. Allie,
I'm gonna be real. After I realized that
everybody who brought up my name was blocked. Every account was blocked. People came here and said that was blocked.
When I went in there, and I was like, all I said was, I never threatened you or your girlfriend. And Ray's like, control your live nuggets. And then she started putting like the prohibition sign, like the circle with the.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Let's just hold on 1 second.
Or alluded or whatnot. If someone in this live is alluding, not saying anyone in the box, someone in the comment section is alluding that because Miss Jones is on my live, because I'm the black guy that Miss Jones was on the live with, and she got held accountable in front of a lot of people. I'm the black guy that people allegedly were talking about. Yes, me, right? Apparently, because I held her accountable, all of a sudden, I don't like black women. I'm disrespecting black women. It's not a safe space for black women. Because Miss Jones got held accountable? Really?
Stop switching that topic. They were just putting themselves in a corner.
And I took it on.
I ain't feel that way at all. I was in there. I came in and Miss Jones was in there. I never felt like that.
I ain't never disrespect Miss Jones. I made sure she had every right to speak, that she was getting out everything she needed to get out, even though she was being a little weird to me in the beginning. I don't know if she was trying to play mind games or whatnot, but during the end of the live, it came out fucking beautiful. It came out amazing.
Hold on. Wait.
No.
Hold on real quick. Someone just asked Ms. Jones is black. That's what I'm talking about.
Right there.
Why would you even ask?
Oh, I don't know why it's lagging.
That question. Why would you even ask?
I was being very.
Miss Jones is black. Miss Jones is black. Keith, you gonna get.
Oh, Pat left?
Yeah, I'm gonna mute so you can get that.
She's a black biracial woman, but yes, I'm gonna I'm going to hop off.
Keith, username though? Keith, username, please.
Listen, this is your fucking live. You handle that shit.
Okay, say it again. I'm sorry.
What's the user? Okay, hold on.
Who blocked Little Pat? That's the question.
Another at is you_so_devious.
Which one is the main?
No, I'm sorry. She's not biracial. She's fully black. My apologies. That's my mistake.
Unblocking Little Pat doesn't fix it.
You so. Oh God. Let me find. Hold on.
This is like an absolute dumpster fire. I hate this so much. This is so abusive.
Mods, everybody, we understand. If you make an error, just say you made the error, so that
because they're blocking everybody that they think is gonna,
especially if the lives have over 100
disagree with them,
to accidentally block. So give yourself grace to say I made a mistake and unblock the person that you may have mistakenly blocked. Okay, there is room for that. All right, here's the thing.
Oh, Lord
I'm
Jesus.
blocking agitators. If you come in saying the same thing over and over, trying to create a narrative that is untrue, I'm going to block you.
Okay.
Because we're not talking about Modern Warrior.
Stand up
we're
in
not
it.
even talking about Miss Jones. I don't even know why she's brought up. We were having a specific conversation, and there's people coming in saying the same thing over and over to create a narrative. And I'm going to
Hold
block
on,
you.
y'all.
That
Pause
is my
this shit. I'm
responsibility.
tired of it.
That's what I'm here for.
Wait,
Turn this
hold
shit
on.
off.
Let's get it on tape, girl. Let's get it on tape so you can have it later.
When are you going to let Pat speak? When are you going to let Pat speak? Nobody's stopping Pat from speaking, and nobody's silencing Black women's voices. But if you're violent, then you're getting blocked. That's what is happening.
Violent? Really, bitch?
Block you.
Wow.
You want to know
Wow.
real crazy?
You're not
They sit
saying
here
it
and
loud
call
and clear.
everybody
This
violent, but
could
they want to
happen
talk about tone police.
Nobody, people were trying
They call everybody violent, but they talking about tone policing.
to block, and people were trying to create a narrative, and I blocked them. And I
What are these hand signals that she's fucking doing? What's going on here?
will
I just
continue
find
to
it funny
block
how
you.
she coming in
That's
here
what
with
it
acting all
is.
hot, acting
You
all
are
hot while Pat is
to a
out of
point,
the
guys.
live.
I'm gonna speak. Can everybody please chill out for a second here? Short Kitty, can you please?
Somebody share this with Keith, please. Share the live with Keith if you can. I mean, with Javon.
Apparently,
I'm still talking, babe. Can I finish talking, please? Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm going to stop right now because what is going to continue to happen right now is we're going to go into another direction of conversation. I want the conversation to stay exactly where it is. We have already stipulated that there's issues with muting and blocking on everybody's live.
That's the screenshot. Nugget with her face in her hands looking. This is okay. We're done. I don't want to traumatize people. They blocked. They blocked Big Pat.
Yes.
Mm.
And I blocked him. Yes, he was
Oh,
midway in his thought and got blocked.
that's very interesting.
How the fuck was that an accident?
Being noticed is the fact that whilst I understand how you are feeling, right? Because I understand what it feels like to have someone you care about be harmed by words that are stated by other people. 100%, right? I understand you going hard for your significant other. Whether I agree with it or not, I respect it because you did what you did and you defended a Black woman in the best way that you knew that you could, a Black woman that you care for. And I can respect that. But in continuing to have these conversations, instead of just letting this die, we are doing more harm than good, right?
Blocking their lawn?
People like Kay, who only just turned 18 on her birthday, right? She was on her own live, minding her own business. She had people coming to her live space and mass support her on her birthday, right? People sent her threatening and disparaging messages on her birthday. This is a young woman who just turned 18. Right? Just turned 18 and she's dealing with the stress and drama and nonsense that doesn't need to be here at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. And this is coming from me. And for me specifically, I see now how Kay is feeling even more. Solely because of recent, I've had to deal with a whole slew of like threats and hate comments and violent statements from a person who just won't stop. Right? Now, I understand more than likely your objective in having conversations like this is not to harm anyone. I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't, right? But what is happening here is, unfortunately, the byproduct of this conversation is Black women are getting harmed. Which is why when I came in here yesterday, I said, please, 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 let's just dead this conversation for good. Right? But now we're here at it again.
Stay out of Black
right?
business.
It's going to be Sunday in a few hours.
That
and
part.
it will be the third week that this conversation has been going on for. It's too much. Can we just let the dead dog lie dead in a ditch somewhere, minding his own business?
I would love it. And here's the thing.
Why would anybody let Nuggets
people come
talk?
I would love it, and I'm gonna be 100%
Explain her fucking self.
candid and clear. We have these lives when we're talking. We don't bring anybody up. We don't
They're about to block me.
initiate any conversation about anyone. We talk. We talk about. We were talking.
don't know what's going on with this.
To call black people who are speaking up against y'all violence to the white supremacy.
Yep.
About people. About, and we said it a number of times in this live. I've come in this box today and say, I'm not talking about nobody that's not in here. That is not in here. People will come, and I'll be honest with you. I'm be clear. I'm on this app. The person that's being talked about in lives and in videos and things like that is me, by the same individuals that were saying don't talk about. And I keep saying just stop, because I can't facilitate. This is psychologically damaging. I said it today. It's psychologically damaging even to people that don't like me. It's psychologically damaging.
Your girlfriend is psychologically damaging.
Today, that this energy that's on this app is so bad. It be good. It's causing trauma for her. I said this is causing trauma that at her age she should not have to experience. This has to die.
What?
There's nothing else.
What?
It's fruitless. It's dry.
Here's my thing, right? And once again, I'll reiterate the statement, because I can understand Breezy saying, okay, I don't want to discuss this anymore, right? I can understand Nugget saying, my significant other and I have come to the conversation that we are not discussing this any longer, right? But unfortunately, you have instances in which, right, either it's the girlies you associate with, right? The people who are your homegirls. And I'm not going to blame you for someone else's actions, because it's not your fault, right? I can't fault you for what someone else is doing, right? But when the girlies you associate with go around having conversations talking about, oh, the minor, and then reiterating conversations about topics that were specifically relating to a specific person, then we all know who's being talked about. Right? And then at that point, that person going to go, why are you talking about me on this? I have this, and this that proves that you're lying.
She's hiding behind Breezy, that's why.
Well, you said this, that, and the third, right? And then somehow it's going to find its way back to you, and then the conversation picks up all over again. So my thing is, for me specifically, if it was me, and once again, you are completely capable of doing whatever it is you feel like doing, because y'all are grown adults, and I can't tell you to do nothing. I can only advise. If it was me, I'm going to tell my friends, flat out, stop talking about this. I don't want to hear
it. So what makes people think I have this? That's the stipulation that's going on.
Because this live exists, girl. What you talking about?
That I can't control another adult, right? So if
let me give you an example.
Another adult, why not go to the adult? And I can't control nobody.
Here's an example of what would be like a problematic about this kind of situation, right? In this space right now, obviously the conversation is being had, right? It's obviously being had, right? This is the topic of the convo right now. Okay, cool, fine. This is what we're talking about. My question is, why are there people in your comment section, right? Because the comments are off now. Before, mind you, because I was one of the people in the comment section, right? I got blocked twice. Right? I got blocked twice. So that means it wasn't an accident, right? Someone was well aware of who was blocked, and they blocked me twice. On my backup and then on this page. Okay? 2 times. You can't, respectfully, because like at that point, you can't just accidentally like try and like and block me, because to block someone, you got to long press on that name and then choose the block option. Okay? That's not an accident, it happens. So my thing is, like, in instances like this in which this conversation is being had, right? You try to avoid this conversation. Okay, cool, fine, fun, great. This convo is being had, right? But then when anyone in your comment section speaks out against what they think that you did wrong, or maybe your significant other did wrong, or one of your friends did wrong, right? In the comment section, your mod is blocking people, right? And that was the statements which I had made earlier, right? And I don't want to talk about anybody who's not in the space, but I do have to reference a name, right? Ray very much had Kay's name in her mouth most recently, right? Very much had her as topic of discussion most recently.
Yep.
Now, in the comment section, blocking girls, anybody who's standing up for Kay in that comment section was blocked. I watched it happen. Right? And now that's not your fault, right? Because you're not the one blocking people, right? But you gave her mod power just now, right? You just handed her mod power, even though she has made it very clear in that space that she will block whoever and whatever, right? So on whatever cases in which she decides that she wants to block people. So anyone that she has a personal vendetta with, she can decide, okay, I don't want you speaking, gone, right? And then that's why people go on and they have the conversations of, oh, you're not perpetuating a safe space in which people can have conversations, right? Because at the end of the day, somehow the conversation finds its way back to you. And then the moment people start talking, right, because the convo's being had, right? In this situation, you couldn't stop the convo. Unfortunately, it found its way back to you, mind you, because it's not your fault. Other people are out here perpetuating the conversation behind you, right? So now the conversation finds a way back to you, right? But you give people who are doing the thing that's causing you stress by having this conversation behind you, you give them the power to silence. And the moment they have that power, they silence people. So those people go out and speak out against the fact that they were silenced in your space. And it just creates a vicious cycle that never ends.
So logistically, the account, I'm listening to you. I heard everything you said, and I'm introspectively thinking. Logistically, the account can be stated that we or I need to filter and discuss things with mods on how to navigate spaces. So my account that I will hold, clear as day, is that I will speak to or gather whoever mods together so that we can have a discussion in regards to when this is my space, whatever personal issues you have on your space, the mods or whatever decision you're making should be held in your space.
Nuggets don't even look like she gives a fuck.
Protection of the space.
Don't ask questions about people's ethnicity in here.
That I can hold account for. But what I will not hold account for, and I will never, to the death of me, hold the account of somebody else's actions, and I will not hold the account of forcing somebody to change their action. I can definitely control this environment. I can definitely make a difference. It's how I make the space, why I open the door, why Bree didn't keep her back straight and tell everybody, fuck off, this our space, go to hell. That I can hold. But all the other shit that's perpetuated out there, they can shove it up their ass, keep, I'm sorry,
and that's not your fault.
Yeah,
please understand that that's not your fault, right?
Did you just call him Keith?
I really want you to understand, right? Because I respect the fact that to a certain degree, you're willing to take accountability for what you, in that situation, were faulted for and what you can control going forward.
Now, Nuggets.
Okay? Cool. I respect that. But my thing, and once again, I will reiterate the statement because, like I said, I cannot tell you what to do. You are grown, just like
Breezy is talking.
Any decisions that you choose to make, you're an adult, right? But my thing is when you associate with people, right, who are being problematic, right? People who are going behind your back. When you said, I don't want this conversation being discussed anymore, let's get it and let it be done. When you still associate with them girls and you give them the power to silence people in your space, right? That gives people the idea that you colluding with them. Now, once again, obviously, I can't fault you for that, right? Because you might not be even aware that these things are happening. Right?
What's happening?
It's not your fault to a certain degree because somebody choosing to take out their own personal petty vendettas against another person cannot be faulted towards you. But what becomes a problem, right, is when you yourself have stated, I don't want this to be a conversational topic anymore, right? But the girls you kiki with are still dragging it. Why? And I'm not faulting you for that, right? But my thing is like, and this is once again, it's a suggestion, right? You can say, fuck you, Patrick. I don't give a shit what you say, right? That could be a decision that you make at this point, right? But maybe, just maybe, it's time to start removing people from your circle who keep causing problems. Right? Because I said, and listen, I said what I said about the mod in which I addressed earlier, right? And I will stand 10 toes down on that to the day I die. Because I tried to have a conversation with her respectfully, and this was the same way that she treated me in that comment section is how she treated me on her platform. Right? So I'm not surprised by it in any way, shape, or form. I will stand 10 toes down on it, right? And yet I see my friend still the topic of discussion from her over and over again when she says, oh, I don't want anybody talking about me. I don't want anybody speaking on me. Oh, I just want to be treated with respect. I can say how I want to say. I'm not going to be nice to anybody. I'm not going to sugarcoat my feelings. And yet when we decide, okay, we're not going to sugarcoat how we feel about you disrespecting our friend, right? Then it's you're harassing and disrespecting Black women. No, right? Because this is coming from a person, I was born and raised in Lagos, Nigeria, right? And then I moved to New York City, right? I was raised as a Nigerian and a New Yorker. I'm 100% big believer in standing 10 toes down on what you speak,
Baby
right?
Cat is
so
reading
if
the
you're
fuck out of
going to
these
speak
people.
on something and somebody decides to speak on you, that is your fault. And you got to take what come with you. Stop dragging other people into your mess. And I feel like that's what keeps happening here for you. And I genuinely don't want this to happen to you, because like I said, I do have respect for you. I've been following you on your main page for a hot minute now. I followed you on my old page, and I think we were mutuals before my old page got banned. right? I have nothing but respect for you. Right? You are a Black woman and you deserve that level of respect. And the things that you talk about are actively important. And I 100% respect that, right? But what tends to happen is the girlies who exist around you, right, are being problematic, even though you told them to stop, right? And you're getting dragged into it because you're still associating with it. Now, at the end of the day, you can decide, you know what, that's my homegirl and I'm going to stick by her. And I'm like, okay, and that's fine. But unfortunately, at that point, you're making an active choice to stay around people who are perpetuating harm to others, right? And then at that point, while I'm not saying you deserve anything that's coming your way, unfortunately, more than likely, you will end up tangled up in their mess over and over and over again. Right?
Nugget doesn't give a shit, y'all.
Either you get it.
Nugget go here, check your emails and everything else.
You are an adult. Whatever decision you decide to make are completely yours. If you say, F everything DV said today, that's absolutely fine. You could do that, right? But I'm just going to be blunt and honest with you about what I see happening and the effects that it's having on everyone.
Thank you for that. So my position in everything you just said is I'm gonna control, like you say, 10 toes down. I'm gonna control what I can autonomously control. I can control who has control in our space that we have. I can control who has mod things. I can also strategize how modding is operated. I can control what positions and places I put myself in or what lives I go into. I've already stated in the live before, I made the executive decision. I'm not going into any messy live. I don't care who it is. If Nugget's having a messy live, I will get out.
That's a fucking lie, Breezy.
Get out. I'm making the autonomous decision to get out of spaces that do not align with the products and things I put on my platform. I don't platform mess. I don't platform gossip. That is not my position. I'm
hey, Stellar Groove.
In that arena.
You need to chill, dude.
I can't.
You're gonna get blocked.
I can go and watch it. I can't get involved. That is not my forte. No disrespect to it, because everybody needs some form of everything in our community. We need it all, but that is not my arena, right? So I can control that foster that energy, and I can control if that energy is fostered in my space. That is as far as I can go. I've underlined myself with people. I've underlined myself with people publicly on the set that I've got to know what
you asked for it, you received it.
Principle I can't fuck with. So I have no issue with deciding who I align and who I. But what I do have an issue with, Keith, is people putting words and.
It is not Keith, girl. Like that is literally not Keith in the box.
I can't swallow that. I can't have somebody in my face yelling at me to apologize for some shit somebody else did.
Did she call him Keith?
Like 7 times at this point.
I'm sorry to you for some shit that I know the fuck I didn't do. You best believe I'm lying to you. So I can't offer that. I cannot offer that. That has to go on the plate of the individual that actually said or did it. From your conversation right now, I will take for myself to go sit introspectively to come up with better strategy on how our mods are operated and things like that. Because that's logistics. That's fucking simple. That's not an attack on my character. That's not an attack on my person. All the attack on my person, my character, my deficits, my neurodivergence. You literally
nobody is attacking your neurodivergence, girl. That has never fucking happened.
I'm not going
as a person who also is a neurodivergent girly, that's a respectable stage to have. I'm happy on that, right? And I respect that. Once again, and I feel like the key point that you made there is controlling the things in which you can control. 100%, right? Controlling the way the mod's information is situated, controlling the lives that you are in, the spaces in which you conduct. And then also, I feel like something, and this is once again, you will take it with a grain of salt. You can agree with it, you cannot agree with it, you can take some of it and co-opt it in the best way which is possible for you. But I think it will be something that will genuinely help you as well as put the situation to rest forever, right? I feel like the best course of action, aside from controlling all of the logistical aspects of the spaces in which you exist in, that's 100% helpful. That's great, right? It controls a lot of background noise, right? But I feel like a key thing that you yourself...
Be careful in the comments. Remember to say Breezy, because we got Bree in here, and Bree is... Right? Bree is our friend.
Once again, it's that conversation of the concept of guilty by association, right? Just because you don't commit a crime sometimes doesn't mean that you can't get charged with accessory, right? In this case and situation, I feel like what this has become is a mistake was made in a prior right, by you and Nuggets, right, in which you, you for the mistake that you made, you apologize for, right?
Nuggets can't even pretend to be interested.
Whatever it was said otherwise, you said, I stand 10 toes down on it. I said what I said and I stand on it. Okay, right? You ain't said nothing after that, right? But what keeps happening now is somebody who around you is guilty, right? And by association, you keep getting dragged into their mess for not a damn reason. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's not a space that you want to be in. Hell, you yourself said it's mentally exhausting and taxing. For Kay, it's taxing. From this corner of a gal, it's taxing, right? But what keeps happening is these people, right, who have said, okay, we don't want to talk about you. We don't want to talk to you, right? Because from what I'm seeing, my little sis Kay ain't got in her mouth at all. She's not discussing you, right? But what keeps happening is she keeps getting discussed and she has to get up and defend herself. And that's what I mean. Let me reiterate what I said when I said she's not discussing you. I mean, she is not opening conversations to talk about you, right? What keeps having to happen from what I am seeing is she keeps having to defend herself. Over
against what? Against what? I ain't never said nothing. She defended herself. That's why I'm confused. I'm sorry.
Right, that's the thing.
Sorry.
No, it's no problem. I completely understand. I'm the same way, right? The big thing is like, and this is once again, is that concept of guilty by association, right? Because you may not have been the one who said nothing. You were sitting in your house drinking your house.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this down for.
But unfortunately, somebody decided to act a fool on this app is painting a negative light on you that doesn't need to be on you, right? And that in and of itself is harming Black women over and over and over again.
I'm breathing right now and taking it in. Beauty Boutique, do you want to step in for a second? Let me just
Why can't Nugget speak and address what the fuck she did?
Silence is very loud.
So when we're talking about those other people, and I'm
here picking her fingernails and shit.
Honestly, but when you're talking about the other people that are not Bree and not Kay. I don't know Kay. I don't even know what the young lady looks like. I'm not a friend of any of those people. To be perfectly honest, I was in and out of the live that whole thing took place because my anxiety, the way my anxiety is set up, I can't do it.
Ma'am, get to the point.
Right.
But the people that are, that you're saying that is close to Bree, no name needed, and they're perpetuating this conversation. Why have you had a conversation with Kay to say don't take the bait? Because that's to me again. This is and I'm not trying to be negative when I say this. That is a person's game when they're taking bait from and taking information that is unfounded and also not directly from the horse's mouth. So when we're talking in that space, you said multiple times that it's other people that are continuing this cycle because they come over here in this light today. I've been in here almost all day. They have come over here and tried to force the conversation so many times, and we have pivoted. We didn't talk about everything from menstruation to shaving legs. So we have pivoted so many times to try to avoid the conversation. But the same people, just like the people you say are going to her, they're coming over here to Bree as well. And so for those people that are not a part of the actual conversation, or they're putting themselves in the conversation.
You're not a part of the actual conversation. Get your ass out of it.
Do not hold
Hold on, pause the live for a second. Hold on.
The moment we feel disrespected, we feel attacked. We're expected to just shuffle into the darkness, in the quiet, in the corner, and say nothing. Over and over and over again. We are disrespected. We are dragged and discredited. We have lies made up against us. Kay had people for a duration of the past 2 weeks on live talk about her. Oh, she's 16, actually. Her birthday is August 29th. That's when she's going to turn 17. She was lying this whole time. They had to come up on here, show her identification with her whole birthday, and these arguments are still being placed against her. Right? So my thing is like, how can you expect someone to sit and just be quiet and say nothing when you going to lie on them?
Come on.
For 2 weeks.
Come on.
I would be pissed off. No, I would be pissed off. I would be pissed off too. at the individual that's doing it. I feel like people have my name in their mouth and sticking to me and posting videos. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the size of my platform. I don't know what the fuck it is. But people are fully aware that I am not the one saying this stuff. I'm not the one doing this stuff. Yet I am looking on the app. And trust me, I don't go looking for this shit.
Yes, you do.
Different videos.
You literally do though, because everybody who
Yeah, watch
speaks
them
on
change the
it.
subject.
I'm forced and allowed to apologize.
I want her to
Shit I
show me
didn't
the
accept.
video that
So
I
I
showed her
think
name
I
in and
mentally
subbed her
have to
name in.
speculate over again. If somebody
I'm just on here playing bingo and shit on her phone.
them directly, if it's between me, I'm gonna tell you to shove it up your ass. I'm sorry. It
Yeah.
sounds horrible. It sounds mean. But
She playing
you can't
Candy
do that.
Crush.
You can't do that.
Wait, Candy Crush. She's checking her bank account. She's paying her bills and shit.
Do shit to me, but I can't give air to my nigga and everybody fucking mouth.
But this is the problem, right? Okay, and I feel like this is the same thing that I reiterated before. So I just want to
I
touch
need
on
to
it
throw
again,
this
right?
live away
You
with the
said you
bathwater.
cannot be forced to apologize for something that you said you didn't do. Okay, fine, right? But when the girls who are perpetuating these issues, the girls that are speaking up, come into your space, they keep keying about it, right? Talking about it in your, because I know sometimes we don't notice what goes on in our comment section because you're running a live. It's stressful. I get that. As a person who runs lives that tend to get pretty big and pretty heated, I'm not always paying attention to what goes on in my comment section, right? But in those comment sections, the people that you're keying with, the people that are your homegirls, right? The people in this case who is your mod, right? In the comment section, talk about it. Keying about it. Having full-blown combos about it, right? Which is why we have so many screenshots of spaces in your life in which you're like, this person got these people in their life talking about it, right? And this is where it goes back to that conversation.
Nugget just up here writing a screenplay about how she is a victimized white woman. That's what Nugget is doing. She's up here writing a diss track on her damn cell phone. She's not that like literally.
Right? Let's be truly honest on that. And for being honest, we know for a fact that they're right? We're still talking about this. We see them talking about this. We're aware of the discussions being had.
Definitely making some fan fiction.
Watch. Right? I can
You a lie, girl. You a lie.
And she says she's about that life, more about a white bread suburban life with raisins and potato salad.
I heard you did this. I heard you did. I'm looking at her like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like I said, I don't move in those spaces, so if certain things are being said, I'm not in that space. I'm not in that space to see who's saying what. So if you come to me with some valid shit and say so and so,
Nugget just in talk with Tyler Perry to star in her own movie about the situation.
This is a really important thing, right? Because I put some respect, right? I need to drop because it's echoing on my end. So can you let me back up when I
Ooh, damn. Y'all roasting the fuck out of Nuggets.
Something that I'm talking about right now is like
Not a woman's fan fiction.
Can you let my friend up real quick, please?
Yeah, the Streets Divergent. Can I step you down for a minute?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Love you, girl.
an apology for lying.
Overclock my
At
And
this
ass.
listen, I have
point,
a screenshot of Alyssa literally saying, I am not aware of Bree lying or saying anything.
Okay.
So I
Nugget just like, when's the last time I replaced my toothbrush? Nuggets don't give a fuck.
Thing that I reiterated earlier, right, was about the conversation of one.
oh shit, I gotta fill up my gas tank.
As well as two. Right? Because in this instance, you're talking about, I am literally not aware of this entire situation happening. I'm unaware. Okay, right? My thing is, right now, right, the user is agnostic. The user of the person who apparently is coming here right now, their name is agnostic. So they might be in your request.
You can make
your request in the next like minute or so. Should be the fact that you want to let them
With
up
my
this,
passport.
right? But like I said, when it comes to this specific situation, right? That's why I reiterated the conversation of one.
That's exactly what Nuggets is. Nuggets and memoirs.
Conversation with Kay about the situation. Maybe best place for that should not have been on live, right? But once again, you know, between you and the way that you run your lives, you conduct the way your existence into yourself, you might not feel like I don't want to reach out to this person because they're much younger than me, or blah, 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 or any for any reason in any way, shape, or form. You might have your reasons as to which that cannot be done. That's fine. But my thing is, I'm telling you right now, right? And there are multiple people.
Hey, Ash in the building.
What's up,
Ash? Are you
Ash?
just seeing this now, or have you been seeing this crazy chaos?
Right, you go into.
Did you see it at the part where Pat was in the live, like Big Pat?
First of all, they lied like a bitch.
That's because y'all probably fucking reporting him up in there. Talking about your sound going out.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, well, let me go back to filing the shit out of my nails. Distracting.
Yo, y'all killing me.
Nuggets just remembered what room she was in. She's like, oh shit, I'm hosting a live.
Not how to
Why are you giving spicy faces at people? The hell?
Nuggets is texting Chelsea.
I can request them.
Oh my god!
Video, word for word, bar for bar. Right? If you like that,
I don't know if you have Instagram, but you can.
I do have Instagram.
Perfect. So my
Instagram is tied to this page.
Great. I'll go on Instagram, request you on Instagram. We can speak on there. You can send me the stuff, and we can address it like that.
Sure.
Because I'm
more than willing to do that.
Is when I am in
Right.
something, but I cannot address just somebody saying something and then be like, okay, I'm just gonna say yes. That's so dishonest. Like, I can't do that.
You're dishonest.
We can mutual on Instagram, send us stuff, and then we can discuss from moving on there. But like I said, autonomously, I can only address what Breezy did, what Breezy said, and then I can.
Nuggets is like, oh shit, I forgot to return that library book 13 years ago. The fines. The fines.
That's happening right now, though.
She's like, oh my god, my credit card going to expire soon.
I'm not going to feed it, but I will say over and over again, stop lying on my ass, please. Just stop it. Stop it, because the invalidation.
Stop making yourself look like a liar. How about that?
Basically.
Ash, you want to know what's crazy? 15 minutes ago, they were just like, we don't say names on this live. We don't say names on this live.
Every day. That's the first step they say. Well, all you gotta do is invalidate somebody. You can go, yes, no problem that she gets death threats. No problem the police showing up at her.
Her AOL chat username, you're stupid.
I respect that. I can respect that.
Nugget just like, how long will it take after I leave the screen for them to notice that I'm gone? I got errands to run.
And have them send me what needs to be sent. That way I can actively share the stuff with you.
How many followers?
I think Willow is recording, Ash.
Because I quite literally received 2 phone calls from my uncle right now, and he very much is a typical Nigerian man. He will not stop calling me until I respond to his call. So I'm going to have to drop. But like I said, should you be willing to, and it's completely, like I said, it's your platform, your space. Should you be willing to? Alyssa,
no. Which fast food place has the best nuggets?
Listen.
Which one will sponsor me?
She says,
wait, hold on.
I feel like Nuggets was like a full blown like anti-black
Hold on.
You. Okay.
Wait, mute the live or what?
No, turn the live up.
Oh, my bad.
Information that's related for this specifically, and I will try and get that to you as quickly as possible. Just let me know once you've mutual me on Insta, and I'll try and start sending that over to you.
Ash, hit up Willow Green
as quickly as I have them. Anything that's like YouTube, I can like send you links and stuff.
I can only imagine how everybody else in this situation is feeling, and because it is not Kay, it is
also,
not. It's not as what's the word I'm looking for? Immediate action is what's needed. Okay. I think you guys having that offline conversation on Instagram, giving receipts is going to be great, but I think tonight is not the night for it.
I'll yield to that.
Yeah, it's not tonight because Nuggets has to give herself a pedicure.
Just all day, not tonight. Tonight's the wrong night.
You're comfortable with.
It's only okay from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
To sit down and have a conversation in which you can both voice between each other as to why Kay felt upset with you. Kay can show you what she has and the reason why she feels the way she feels, and then you can express how you feel with her. Solely because I feel like it would be so much easier to have this.
I swear to God, bitch. Like, the jokes write themselves.
People watching. That's like, it's exhausting, it's stressful, and then it puts you, in my opinion, right? right? I know that when I'm in the live space, I'm always on guard, right? Because if I feel like somebody is disrespecting me in front of 270 people, yeah, I'm gonna clap back, right? And I feel like that gives more prone for us to be like angry with each other much quicker. So if that's something that you would be up to, I would be more than willing to be. I would more than like to facilitate that kind of
she's so
not her
unbothered.
eyebrows take a bit.
have a conversation in which she tells us what's wrong, what she can show you what she saw happen to her, and explain to you how
Maybe
she
she's
felt about
watching
the
this right
situation
now.
and why she's accepting
Hope so.
to go in who she believes.
This is white privilege personified.
And then you can explain to her directly what you feel has been a problem in this whole situation.
Because, ma'am, you did all of this. You got the nerve to sit here and look confused and perplexed and nonplussed and uninterested and ambivalent. Ma'am.
Who's obviously older than her should not be in a situation and or position in which some ridiculous mess created by one person caused such a toxic
one person. Oh, damn. My bad.
Harm between the two of them. But I do have to drop. Like
she could have posted a picture of herself, just a still picture, and it would have been more interesting looking than this.
And like I
said, should have done a photo shoot or something.
Mr. Band, you and me can have this discussion much further.
We did see her probably in her nails.
Allowing me the time to speak, and I wish you all a lovely night, a lovely day.
You too. I appreciate your critiques. I feel like your critiques are valid. I'm gonna sit with a couple of things that you said, so I appreciate you coming and handing that to me, and taking the labor and time to do that.
Thank you so much, and I hope you have a nice night.
Her MySpace password. Oh, she can't remember her Hotmail account password.
You can swipe back the comments. Beauty Boutique, I appreciate.
Where's the other girl that was trying to come in the box?
To that. Yeah. Thank you.
No worries, girl. It's been enough for today.
Yeah.
So much accountability.
I gotta go.
Oh my God, I can't take it.
Home. I'm about an hour late to get her back home, so I will. If you guys are still in here when I get back home,
Breezy here.
Pop back in.
Ma'am, excuse yourself from this live.
All right, guys. I love you too. Love you guys.
Okay, nobody's back. Are we done now? Well, let's see if she maybe speaks. Hold on. Maybe she's going to speak.
Back down now, though.
Beauty, check your DMs. I sent you something.
I hope you sent her a recording of this live. And that's roasting the fuck out of her face.
I'm just going to leave it at that. Nuggets and Breezy both know that I didn't spend 2 weeks talking about anything. I would never waste my...
Bro, I have it all fucking recorded. I have every day you went live.
I'm a busy person.
Recorded.
That's number one. If you got blocked, it's because you came in here being an agitator. Number two.
Lies.
Number three, I don't owe anyone my space or to understand. I'm going to remove you from my space. A lot of people are upset because they didn't get to drag me like they dragged the other Black women. I'm not allowing that. That's just what it is. That is just what it is. This conversation was full of lies. All lies told and perpetuated the entire time.
Turn this bald-headed bitch off. I'm tired of her.
And what is quite clear to me is my space
okay,
is the
goodbye,
safest space
Nuggets.
for me.